The Good Party's application to postpone the by-elections in George has been dismissed by the Electoral Court of South Africa. The by-elections are going ahead today, as announced by the IC. In fact, they've been held throughout the day. The party has alleged voter registration irregularities against the DA in George, Western Cape. Athi Mtongana, live for us from that part of the world. Athi, good evening to you. Thanks for your time. So, quite a contested area then in the form of these by-elections that have been brought about as a result of resignations from Good Party councillors. What is the state of play there today?
Well, what is taking place, Kathy, is that there is these by-elections that are taking place at 3 wards here in George, and you're correct, they come at the back of resignations from some of the councillors from the Good Party. We spoke to Brett Heron and he gave us some of the reasons as to why those councillors had resigned from the party. In fact, I have Tertia Simmers here to respond to a question and an answer that we got from Brett. He said some of the resignations are a result of the DA allegedly offering money to some of those councillors and promising them mayoral positions.
Well, indeed, so far over the last 3 days, we've seen Brett Heron make various accusations, which even the Electoral Court found to be wanting, and this is, again, such an example. All 3 councillors resigned out of their own accord. Their biggest gripe was that, they could not deliver to their communities. In fact, they were more focused on disruptive politics since 2021 instead of doing service delivery. And, 2 of our candidates, which is Teresa J. and Neville Low, they both said, they wanted to serve their community. But due to the inconsistency in terms of the good leadership, but also what was expected of them, they could not ultimately deliver on that mandate which the voters gave them in 2021. Hence, they resigned. And we are here today contesting all 3 wards. So no positions were offered. No mayoral positions was offered. But like we have seen over the last 3 days, the Secretary General of Good is good at one thing. He's got a creative mind. Unfortunately, he will always be found wanting because your lies always catch up with you.
Now, the Patriotic Alliance has joined the Good Party in the allegations of voter registration irregularities. Can you talk to us about that?
Well, indeed, earlier this morning, the Electoral Court dismissed a Goods case of their role without costs. That should tell you a lot, seeing that it was a full bench of the Electoral Court.
That was an application for postponement of the by-elections.
Once again, the basis of Goods allegations requesting that postponement was based on these allegations. But a lot has happened since then because 1 or 2 of the individuals has approached the Democratic Alliance saying that they were actually coerced with a drawn-up statement by Brett Heron, and we have got that proof. We will be submitting that post today because it's a very serious offence in terms of the Electoral Act, but also the Municipal Electoral Act and the Code of Conduct, which now has been breached allegedly by the Good Secretary General, but also the local regional coordinator of Good. So as much as the elections end at 9 tonight and the counting will determine who the victor is, the allegations which has been levelled now against Good and the proof that we have in our possession, this is far from over for the party because we will be holding Good and the leadership accountable.
Precious, thank you so much for your time. That's all I have time for. Back to you, Kathy, in studio.